Shaaron Honeycutt here. Join me, won't you, for an introduction to Sun Salutations, Surya Namaskar. Surya Namaskar is traditionally done in the morning to create a little bit of warmth in the body and bring a little flexibility. We're going to build step by step and add a little bit on top of what we've just learned as we progress into this introduction. So initially stand with your feet hip distance apart. That means your frontal hip bones align with the centers of the tops of your feet. Spread your toes away from each other. Free your toes and your mind will follow, right? So point the toes ahead. With the toes spread, press the inner and outer edges of the feet equally and extend the arms down at the sides to lift the chest up. So your arms and legs, organs of action, make them active. Karmendriyas. Take the arms forward, interlace the fingers, turn the palms out, and really stretch the skin of the hands. Elbows squeeze in as the chest lifts. Turn the palms in, change the interlace, turn the palms out, stretch through the skin of the hands, particularly the index finger knuckle, and squeeze those elbows in as you lift the chest. All right, now release that. Take your arms again at your sides, extend the arms, lift the chest, take the arms forward and up and take them a little wide, like you're getting ready for YMCA. Ready? Go, you start. Take the arms a little wide and then take the arms close to each other without bending the elbows or pushing anything forward. So head back, ribs back, and thighs back. Inhale, go up. Exhale, take the hands to the hips, take the elbows back and extend the chest forward. Really lift the chest as you lift the elbows. Look a little ahead and use the buttocks moving down as a counterbalance for you coming up. Come on up. Extend the arms at the sides, lift the chest. Inhale, arms up and a little wide. Exhale, try to touch, lead from the little finger side. Inhale, go up. Exhale, once again, hands to the hips, elbows back, come forward. Don't shove the weight towards the heels, but keep the weight moving towards the balls of the feet. Engage your thighs so you don't do a face plant. And then buttocks down as you come on up. One more of these. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, try to touch. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands to the hips. Take the elbows back, come forward. Weight towards the balls of the feet. Now with your yoga blocks, move them to underneath the shoulders and lift the chest up. Shoulders away from the sides of the neck. From here, again, don't shove the weight towards the heels, but bring the weight forward. So if you press the feet down, you really engage the thighs, and as you press the hands down, lift the chest. Bend the knees a little bit to lift the chest even more and maintain the lift of the chest as you stretch the legs any amount. So notice I didn't say they had to stretch straight. Chest first, legs second, and then move the weight towards the balls of the feet so that the hips are over the ankles. All right, you ready? Take the buttocks down, hands to the hips, buttocks down, belly and chest up, come on up. Stretch the arms at your sides. So we're gonna continue with a few more of those, right? Arms at the sides, inhale, little wide. Exhale, try to touch. Inhale, go up, press the feet down in the opposite direction, and then hands to the hips. Take the elbows back, come forward, and then once again, hands to the bricks underneath the shoulders, lift the chest, shoulders away from the sides of the neck. So no shoulder turtlenecks, and then bend the legs to really lift the chest, and then stretch the legs any amount. It may be straight, maybe not, but thighs are engaged. You really hug the thigh muscles into the bone. All right, hands to the hips, buttocks down, abdomen and chest up. We're gonna add a little extra something. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, try to touch. Inhale, go up. Exhale, hands to the blocks once again. Notice I didn't take the hands to the hips, but I just extended them forward and took them to the blocks. So don't lie on the blocks, but press down on the blocks to lift the chest and press down on the feet to engage the thighs. Heel and toe your feet together so your legs and feet touch each other. Lift the chest. Now bend the knees, lift the chest more, straighten. One more time. Bend the knees, lift the chest, shoulders away from the sides of the neck, stretch the legs any amount towards straight without losing the chest. So the spot in between your shoulder blades moves down and into the body. The collarbones feel spread broad and are extending towards me. All right, now bend your legs and descend your buttocks towards your heels. Utkatasana, buttocks down and arms up. So don't protrude the buttocks out. Keep the buttocks descending towards the heels as you extend the arms up and look up. And then arms all the way up. Take a breath. And then exhale, hands to the sides, arms to the sides, lift the chest. Again, inhale, arms up and a little wide. Exhale, try to touch the hands without bending the elbows. Inhale, go up. Exhale, hands to the bricks underneath the shoulders. Lift the chest. Bend the legs if necessary to lift the chest more, and then engage the legs and straighten them any amount. And then bend the legs, buttocks down towards the heels, arms up. So your abdomen lifts towards your spine, the pubic bone towards the navel as you do Utkatasana. Bend a little bit more, extend through the arms and look up. And then arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, upward arm pose, and then arms to your side into mountain pose. Take a breath in, and a breath out. So yet again, we're gonna add something. Remember I told you we were gonna build gradually in this. So again, stand with your feet together in mountain pose. Stretch the arms at the sides, lift the chest. Take your arms a little wide as you inhale. Exhale, try to touch. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down to the blocks underneath the shoulders. Lift the chest. Legs are engaged and the weight is hips over the ankles. Take the right foot forward in between the blocks. Take the left leg way back and slightly out to the left. And then the right leg is bent, shin perpendicular to the floor. Lift the chest. Take a breath. And then change legs. Step the left leg up in between the blocks. Step the right leg way back and a little out to the right. Hips are low, but maintain the angle so that the knee is directly over the ankle and the shin is perpendicular to the floor. That's an important safety thing. Lift the chest, heel back, shoulders back, corners of the mouth up. Inhale. Exhale. All right, you ready? We're going to step back. Step up so that the feet are about a foot distance behind the blocks. Legs and feet together, buttocks down, arms up, Utkatasana. And then arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, upward arm pose, and then return to mountain pose. Take a breath in and a breath out. So we're going to add something. You ready? All right. Arms at the sides. Inhale, arms a little wide. Exhale, try to touch. Inhale up, exhale, hands once again, return to the blocks and lift the chest. Step the right foot forward, left leg back and out to the left. Hips are low and press through both heels. So the right heel presses down and the left heel presses back. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Take the arms out to the sides. The balance is challenged for this, or possibly arms up toward the ceiling, your choice, or you can keep your hands on the bricks. All right, change sides. Left leg forward, right leg back and out to the right. Lift the chest. Arms out, palms up, arms up, your choice. So you can have arms out still, you can have arms down, or arms up. I tell my students all the time, it's not the Yoga Olympics, right? So hands to the bricks, you do the best that you can. Step back, step up, legs and feet together, buttocks down, arms up. And then the rest of the way up, and then come on down. Breath in and out. All right, you ready to add a little something? Okay. With the arms at the sides and the chest up, mountain pose. Press the feet to engage the legs. Take the arms up and a little out. Take a deep breath. Exhale, try to touch. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands once again to the bricks. Now, if you're flexible or you have the capacity, you may be able to turn the bricks down. but don't do so at the expense of rounding the upper back. So keep the dorsal spine moving in. So that is the spot that's in between the shoulder blades, right? If you were a shark, it would be where your dorsal fin is. Now lift the chest. Take the right foot forward in between the blocks. Take the left leg back and out to the left, hips down. And then your arm variation, whether it's arms to the blocks, arms out to the side, or arms up, your choice. But extend into the back leg. And then hands to the blocks, move them out of the way, hands to either side of the foot, step back into plank pose. Shoulders over the wrists, spread the hands so the entire palm presses the floor evenly. Press your heels back, lift your navel up, and extend your chest forward. All right, from here, bend the knees without dropping them to the floor and move the chest close to the thighs. I call this downward facing frog pose. It doesn't really have a name, I just made it up. So chest close to the thighs, let the head hang. Stretch the legs once again, any amount without letting the chest move away from the thighs. So keep the chest moving back, heels extending back. Come forward into the plank again, lift the chest. Lift the navel up and back. This is called downward facing dog pose. Look up in between the hands. Bend the left knee, step the left leg up. Now, if the left leg doesn't come up in between the hands and it gets stuck back here, you can use the left hand to help, or you can add your blocks back into the mix to create enough clearance for you to bring the foot forward. Hips are down. Heels press. And then your arm variation, arms out or arms up, your choice, but hips low. And then you're ready? We're going to extend forward, rock, rock, jump, step up, and then have your legs and feet together, buttocks down, arms up, and then the rest of the way up with the arms down. Take a breath in and out. Okay, good so far? We're going to add a little extra something yet again. All right, stand in the center of your mat in mountain pose. Take your arms down at your sides, lift your chest up. Inhale, arms up, out and a little wide. Exhale, try to touch. Inhale, go up. Exhale, hands down, hands to the blocks, underneath the shoulders, lift the chest. Once again, right foot forward, left leg way back and out to the left, and your arm variation, which could be arms down, arms out, or arms up. Hands to the floor on either side of the foot. Step back, plank pose. Bend the knees, move back, downward facing dog pose. Once the chest moves back, stretch the legs any amount. Let the head hang. And turn your biceps upward toward the ceiling, but maintain a heaviness on the index finger knuckle of the hand. Come forward into the plank. This is where we're going to add something. Drop the knees down. And nothing hindering for anything else as we lower all the way to the floor. So squeeze the elbows in, lower all the way to the floor. And then pick the legs up individually, roll them in one at a time. Extend your arms at your sides. Shalabhasana, locust pose. Lift the arms, lift the chest, and lift the legs without bending them. So it doesn't need to be a big lift, but really engage the muscles of your back and extend for your ankles with your arms. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, hands to return to either side of the chest. Tuck the toes under, back to your hands and knees, and then up and back to downward facing dog again. Look up in between the hands. Step the left leg up. So remember, you can use the left arm to help if you get stuck halfway, or you can create height using blocks underneath each hand. From here, your arm variation, which is arms down, arms out, arms up, you pick. Hips down. Then extend forward, rock, rock, step up, legs and feet together, buttocks down, arms up, and then the rest of the way up, and then come down. Take a breath in and a breath out. All right, you ready? 2 more. We're gonna put all this together, move a little more quickly, and add just a tiny little added extra bonus thing. All right, so you can use the blocks on the lowest setting, but maintaining the upper back moving in when you bend forward. Okay, standing forward bend, which is called Ardha Uttanasana, half intense pose. So your choice, stand towards the front of your mat, legs and feet together, arms down, chest up, buttocks down. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, try to touch. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, right? So bring them to the shins or to the blocks. Lift the chest, take a breath. And then bend the knees, hands on either side of the feet. Step back with the right leg. Left leg is forward. Now arms out or up or keep them down, your choice. Hands on either side of the foot, step back, plank pose. Now bend the knees slightly, downward facing dog, chest close to the thighs, and then stretch the legs any amount. Keep the chest moving back, biceps up, head down. Come forward into the plank. Now lower all the way to the floor without dropping the knees, or you can drop the knees, that's optional. Right? But when you lower all the way to the floor, nothing hits before anything else. Squeeze the elbows in, lower all the way down, and then pick each leg up, roll it in one at a time. Extend the arms at the sides, lift the chest, lift the legs, extend the arms for the ankles and lift even higher. Take a breath. Hands return to either side of the chest, and then up and back into downward facing dog. Try to lift up in one movement and move your chest back towards your thighs. Take a breath in and a breath out. This time, right leg steps up, step up, and hips low, arms out or up, your choice. And then reach forward, step up, legs and feet together, buttocks down, arms up, and then come on down. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. I'm going to go a little faster. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, try to touch. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands all the way down to the blocks or to the shins. If you choose the shins, don't shove back onto the heels. You've got to keep the weight moving forward, right? Hands on either side of the feet, and then this time step back with the right leg. Left leg is forward. Arms out or arms up or keep them down. Hands on either side of the foot. Step back, plank pose. Now squeeze the elbows in, lower all the way to the floor for locust pose. Roll the thighs in, extend the arms, lift the legs, and extend and lift the arms and chest. Hands return to either side of the chest, up and back, downward facing dog. Look up in between the hands, left leg up, hips down, arms out, arms up. Rock, step up, legs and feet together, buttocks down, arms up, come on down, take a breath in. All right, last time, Uno Mas. Arms up and out. Exhale, try to touch. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, hands down, shins, blocks, floor, lift the chest. And then this time, step back left, way back. Lift the chest, arms out, palms up, optional. Hands on either side of the foot, plank pose. Squeeze the elbows in, lower down all the way to the floor. Roll the thighs in, lift the legs and arms. Locust pose. Hands on either side of the chest, up and back, downward facing dog pose. Look up in between the hands, right leg forward, hips down, arms out or up. Now ready? Rock, step up, buttocks down, arms up, and then the rest of the way up, and then come on down. So you may feel that heat, a little bit of increased flexibility in the body from this introduction to Sun Salutations that we've done this morning, or this afternoon, or this evening, or whatever time of day that you happen to be doing this practice. Now, Shavasana is the most important pose of any practice, corpse pose. And we're going to do just a little bit of Shavasana because you want to sort of, ice the cake that you've just baked so it's extra good and delicious as you go out into whatever it is that comes next. So in this case, we're gonna lie back, and at first we take the buttocks away from the low back. So you see how I shifted the buttocks, and then I'm gonna lie back on the floor. Palms up, I tuck the shoulders one at a time underneath me. And then just gonna do simple cross legs, right? Simple cross legs with the right shin crossed in front. Move the right foot to the left side of the mat and the left foot to the right side of the mat. So you're trying to cross more in the centers of your shins. Tuck the shoulders underneath and take the base of the skull away from the back of the neck. If the head is thrown back and you can't lengthen the back of the neck, this would be a great time to get a blanket and lift the head a little up, or a pillow. Don't place it underneath the shoulders, but just underneath the head and neck. Change the cross of your legs so that the left leg is in front and the feet are underneath the outer knees. Keep the buttocks lengthening away from the low back and the outer shoulders tucked underneath so that the chest is broad, open with no effort. Step into the observer mode of yourself and see if you can observe the results and the effects of what we have just done in the body. And then bring the knees in towards each other, and one leg at a time, extend the legs out so they're not wide, just maybe a little bit wider than hip distance apart or less, but don't take them super wide. And then just let them drop and be the best possible living and breathing corpse that you can be. Again, take a breath. As you exhale, let go of any residual tension, tightness, anything in the body. Let go through the tops of the shoulders, relax the muscles of the face and jaw. So Shavasana is that time to assimilate and integrate everything that we've just done on a deep level. So you can continue on in Shavasana at this moment, continuing onward, or you can end Shavasana right now. The choice is yours. If you choose to end Shavasana, bend your legs, feet on the floor. Place your hands on your abdomen and pause. Roll over onto your side for just a moment. Cradle your head with your bottom arm. And then roll your chest more toward the floor. Press the top hand into the floor and sit slowly up. All right, thank you for joining me for this introduction to Sun Salutations. I hope to see you for other practices sometime soon. Thanks. Namaste.